Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would start and I would do a video about my running journey. When did I start running? That is an excellent question. I think it was about 2023. I had just watched my boyfriend doing a run around Media City, which is one of my favourite places in Manchester. In terms of the race itself, also a very good event. It's with Run Through. I have now done it a couple of times, but at the time I was just watching Jordan. He's extremely speedy and he loves running. So it really just kind of inspired me because it was a lovely sunny day and a beautiful race, and I thought, time for me to give it a go. So I've been running since, and last year I ran my first 10-kilometer race as well as my first ever half marathon. I've also done, I think I've done one 5k race itself, but a lot of 5ks overall. A few park runs are included in that. I've done 3 10k races, one of them in Media City where I PB'd, one of them around Liverpool Racecourse, Aintree, and one of them around Manchester for the AJ Bell Great Manchester Run last year, literally a year ago, I think yesterday. So amazing, right? I love running. I've really found myself enjoying it when I'm doing it. I have mild cerebral palsy, like in high school, where if you ran, you look slightly different when you do anything, you get picked on. So for someone who has a disability, that isn't really obvious because no one knows it unless they ask me or unless I tell them. It was almost too easy for people to look at me and go, oh, she's running stupidly. It wasn't until I moved out of I left school, moved away, and obviously have come to Manchester that I'm like, okay, I can run again. And that is purely because I've decided that the way I look when I run doesn't matter. No one's really paying attention anymore. No one really cares anymore. You're not really kind of watched for that. That being surrounded by people like my boyfriend and the people that I've met through running that like running, they're all really supportive and really, motivational and really inspiring because they all have their own stories. They all have their own reasons to run. One of my friends described themselves as having PE PTSD, and I feel like I'm going to coin that phrase because I think that is completely me. And for someone who has PE PTSD, there's a lot of letters, I definitely feel like my love of running and my love of the gym and fitness is quite a shock because I hated anything related to sport at school, and that was purely because people used to pick on me. But now I've got into adulthood and people don't care if you look stupid when you run because no one's looking at that. They're going, oh, she just ran 10k, oh, she just ran a half marathon. They're still liking your Strava, liking your posts about it, and congratulating you and watching you and being proud of you, and that's really lovely and really kind. I want to talk about today my last race that I did because I feel like we need to deep dive. Running and me and fitness and me, we go in waves. We go in love-hate relationship phases. So I have come to the point in my life where I like running and I enjoy it, but I go in waves, I go in phases. Sometimes I want to run every day. I want to be out running, I want to do a race, I want to put my shoes on, I want to run as fast as I can. I want to go to every run club, I want to train hard, and I want to, speed up. When life gets busy, I don't necessarily have the momentum in me to run, and sometimes that's okay. I feel like a lot of people who love running just run and they love hyperfixating on it and doing that constantly, and I feel like my brain doesn't work quite that way, so I need to have a bit of flexibility in when I can run and when I don't want to run. I booked my last half marathon 2 months before I did it, and I wanted to do this race because I'd done the 10k of it last year, so it was a half marathon of the Great Manchester Run, and I knew that I wanted to do that race. I fully was like, I want to run that race, I want to be part of that. So when my boyfriend says to me, I'm going to sign up for it, I'm like, I will sign up for it too. So excited that I was going to do this half marathon. It wasn't my first half marathon. My first one was in October. So I would have done both Manchester half marathons, which is a milestone. Like, in my head, I wanted to do both of them. So I signed up for it, happy as Larry, posting on my TikTok, I'm doing a half marathon in 2 months' time, watch me train. And I did. I trained and I posted it on Instagram and TikTok consistently for like 2 weeks, and then I stopped. And I have this idea in my head that I'm going to train for everything. As soon as I lose that momentum, as soon as I lose like the like routine, the rigid, like, I'm going to stick to it. As soon as I lose that, as soon as I miss one workout, as soon as I miss a run, as soon as I'm a week behind, I'm like stressed out, and I can't get back into it because I'm just stuck, because I know there's like something stopping me getting back on it and doing it again and doing it more. So I get more behind, and the more behind I get, the more unlikely I am to get back on it and continue. And I feel like I get stuck in this cycle. And my boyfriend wasn't really running either. We had a few bumps personally that were, unexpected and completely not our fault and not something that you can prepare for. And I don't think anyone would have expected either of us to be training for a half marathon around what was going on a couple months ago. So completely understandable. But I genuinely kind of just lost it and was unable to get back on it because I had major imposter syndrome, is the best way of kind of putting it, because I'm not very fast. I am the slowest runner you'll ever see. I'm so incredibly grateful that I can run, and I'm really happy that I do it, but I'm not speedy. And when someone like my boyfriend is running 4-minute kilometers, it's just disheartening. I wanted to run this half marathon and I wanted to do it as a PB, and when I didn't train properly and when I lost that momentum and that drive to train, I realized in myself that I wasn't going to hit a PB. So I just kind of didn't train, didn't run, didn't do anything to help myself. And then it came to a week before and I was like, oh shit, this is fun. I have a week until I run this fucking half marathon that I have not trained for, and I haven't run more than like 7k since my first half in October. So I was freaking out a little bit. I bought myself some new shoes, beautiful shoes. Absolutely do not regret it. And I bought myself a new outfit, costume shop, and I just said, fuck it. We're gonna run this half marathon and see what happens. I've got the splits up on my iPad, and I just want to talk you through how I think it went, what I could have done better, which is obviously train. My boyfriend's medal. Yeah, he did it in an hour 26 PB. Incredible. This is my medal. 3 hours 30. Exactly the same medal at the end of the race. I did the same run as him. I did the same route. I did the same distance. Take the fact that we have the same medal, the same t-shirt, the same goodie bag, everything that I got, he got, and everything he got, I got. Just bear that in mind for a minute, okay? If this doesn't inspire you to run, at least let it inspire you to do the hard thing. Much as anything, this was a test for me. I wanted to prove to myself that I could just do it. Mine didn't matter. It was pure resilience. Equally, if you genuinely cannot run, listen to your body, listen to yourself. Because I feel like if I'd been ill, injured, or anything else, I wouldn't have run it. This was a very big endurance test, and I will always remember it. But when I knew it wasn't going to be a PB, I just wanted to challenge to do it mentally. Because that block that I talked about earlier, that mental block to not run, it helped remove it a little bit. And I feel like it's helped remove a block in other things. YouTube, the gym, or just anything. It just proves that we can do hard fucking shit if we really want to. A lot of people have been very supportive of me doing this, have been incredibly nice. The race was in all areas very difficult. I was on my own for starters. So my first half marathon, I did it with a friend for the first 5k. We're together, so it was kind of a bit easier. Whereas it was me and my thoughts from mile 1. Like, we were literally on our own from the get-go. I ran into a couple people that I didn't know. I saw a couple people on track that I've met through the running community in Manchester. Honestly, a beautiful community. And I'll talk about that in one of my other videos, I think. But I ran into them on the run. At the end of the run, in the cheer zone, I saw the running club that I'm a part of. The run club leader, Holly, she came out and she gave me support, she gave me water, she gave me everything that I could need. I was literally dying at that point now. It was hot, it was like there was no break from the sun, like the sun was above you and that was it. Like, you were just, I was overheating, I was sweating. It was a test, to say the least. Honestly, to start with, was a very strong pace. It was 7 minutes 24 for the first kilometre, which is one of my speedier kilometres on this run. And I'm not, again, hadn't run for a while, not very fast. I was holding back, I was pacing myself. I was really giving it kind of like a bit of, if I'd have been doing the 10k race, I feel like I could have PB'd. Maybe. But as soon as we hit 13k, we were going. We were done. I think that was when it got the hottest. But also, obviously, I hadn't done the distance. I hadn't trained the endurance to that point. You go a few kilometers below where you want to be. So if I'd have done the 10k race, that 7 kilometers that I'd done a few weeks prior would have been enough, because I needed to do at least double that before the race. It's frustrating, I think, for me, knowing that I could have definitely done more for this run. We're hitting, from 13 kilometers, we're hitting 10 minutes a kilometer every single one. We got some 11-minute kilometers. We're walking the last 2-3 kilometers. It's honestly a bit disheartening to look at those stats and think about that, because I know I can do better. Like, I did better. I was a whole 15 minutes faster on my first half marathon than I was on this one. That's not what I want you to take away from this video. I want you to know that you can do anything you set your mind to. Do you want to have a moment? Do you want to say anything? No? Even though I felt like I could do so much better, and in my head, I just knew that I could do so much better. I wanted sub 3 hours. I wanted 15 minutes faster. I got 15 minutes slower. And it was definitely sad. But, like I said, same medal. We got the same medal. Like, me and Jordan got the same exact medal. And we both raced it in completely different speeds. You can do the hard thing. If you want to sign up for a half marathon, you fucking can. And if you want to sign up for a 5k, of course you can do it. If you want to sign up for a high rocks, yeah, you can fucking do that. If you want to sign up for a Ironman, you can definitely do that. So rude. You can do the hard thing. Let me know in the comments what you want to see. We're going to talk about my future plans. I want to talk about how I want to train in the future going forward, any races that I really want to do, talk about the community I found for running. If you have any other questions about running, feel free to leave a comment and I will do my best to help you. But if not, until next time, I have been Bobbie and you have been amazing. Now we are all best friends. Please comment and subscribe and give this video a little like, because it really does help. If you want to find me on other social media, please go give me a follow. Everything will be linked in the description. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next video. Alright, bye!